Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. This is the Raw After Show. This is one we were doing after Monday Night Raw, but we was experiencing technical difficulties. But we're able to do it now, the day after the show. Thank you all for watching this edition. I'm your host, especially is Kendrick Dix. And you see right there on the TikTok, Kendrick Dix. And also joining the conversation using the hashtag PROWRESTLING show here, the after show Monday Night Raw. All right. Like I said, Raw we're merely 2 weeks away for SummerSlam. SummerSlam, the biggest part of the summer. Now they got a new task line called "You Ain't Seen It Coming Yet." So ain't nothing yet when it comes to SummerSlam. All right, let's head over to the Raw Ring Report. Raw Ring Report this week, man. SummerSlam bang as Rey Mysterio's son Dominic and Seth Rollins make it official as they sign the contract for their match at SummerSlam. SummerSlam between these two gentlemen. Dominic was not recruited by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wanted to recruit Dominic into the family, his family, Ray, preventing that from happening. Ray Dominic wants revenge for his father on what Seth Rollins did to him at Scream Rules by garnishing his eye out and leaving Ray out of commission. Like I said, Samoa Joe was monitoring the contract scene. Samoa Joe, like he wanted to come out and fight Seth Rollins. After they was playing with Joe, and they told Joe and they put Joe in his place after, Seth Rollins was trying to get Byron, what that dude named Todd Phillips to you're the voice of Raw. You need to kind of chill out a little bit. So Seth Rollins, he got surprised by Samoa Joe. And like I said, Joe laid down the law on what he thought was going to come down to it. What he thought was going to be the creme of la creme. So, like I said, Samoa, even Dominic tried to take jabs at Seth Rollins and stuff. But Seth Rollins had other issues at hand as he went against Herberto Carrillo. Man, that's just sad when Miss McMahon had promises for the young guy. Now he's just on the wayside, just like everybody else. Who knows? Miss McMahon could be hot and cold like hot potato. One minute you're good in with McMahon, one minute you're out with McMahon. So you never know. Roberto Carrillo, he has a decent look and appeal. I don't know why they don't want to go follow that. But like I said, to each his own. That and see for themselves to see how this is going to affect SummerSlam. But Seth Rollins won the match by pinning Herberto Carrillo with the curve stop. And then he targeted Dominic. He targeted Dominic. Let me tell you what he did to Dominic. He did the most unbashful thing you can think of. He just took Dominic to shreds with a kendo stick. Him and Murphy started using the kendo stick left and right. They started slicing and dicing Dominic. I felt like bad for Dominic, but then like in the wrestling business, you got to pay your dues. But at the same time, you don't want to, you want Dominic paid the price. If you would have told me 15 years ago, during SummerSlam, like, hey, Dominic gonna be in a match against who? Seth Rollins. Tyler back in there. I wouldn't believe you. And then said he gonna get sliced and diced like man. Woo. You tell me. I would not believe you. But it happened. So Dominic, Dominic a superstar now. Dominic, you gotta be a tough boy. I'd be like that with my son, like, I don't like it, but he got to get tough. They're showing him toughness. So he can take that frustration out. And like Samoa Joe said, Dominic got this. Everybody's rooting for Dominic at SummerSlam, one way or the other. That was just too much. Also, Raw Tag Team Champion Angelo Dawkins was in action this week. He was in action. Now we know that his tag team partner, what's his name? Um, damn, what's his tag team partner? It'll come to me. But his tag team partner fell ill, sick a little bit due to Dawkins and Montez Ford. Yeah, Montez Ford felt sick, felt nauseous, wasn't being able to see, wasn't being seen and stuff. Montez Ford with that. But all I can tell you is Angelo Dawkins won over Andrade. He got revenge. And he looking forward, and he told Charlie Caruso and everybody else that Angelo is coming back. He's gonna make a statement at SummerSlam. We'll see. Speaking of that, too, was Selena Vega. Selena Vega was in action. The manageress, Selena Vega, the lovely manageress. Selena Vega was in action. Selena Vega was in action against Bianca Belair, Montez Ford's wife. And like I said, Bianca Belair went and blamed Selena Vega and Andrade and Angel Garza for poisoning Montez, but we don't know for sure. Selena Vega proved that she's innocent. Her and her boys are innocent. And Bianca Belair just wanted to tap and whoop that butt. She did so. And Bianca Belair won. Bianca Belair took a hard ram shot. She rammed her shoulder through the post. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be it for her. But she able to came back and bounced back and did what she needed to do, and she won the match by all means. But we'll see. Also, another diva, not another diva, but another Raw Women's Superstar return. Mickie James back on Monday Night Raw. She hasn't been back on Raw in a long time, but Mickie James came back on Raw, and she looking to make a statement. Mickie James turned back face again, which is good. And she looking forward to go against the new friendship duo, Natalya and Lana. And they went and talk about her Natalya's accomplishments. Now Mickie James back looking better than ever, if you ask me. I'm telling you. Also, the United States champion, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews returns to interrupt MVP's VIP lounge. Apollo Crews back. And Apollo Crews kind of took it to himself that he destroyed the furniture of MVP's furniture of his VIP lounge. And I guess MVP now looking forward to know how that go. Get his United States Championship back. And Apollo was bragging about that he got the United States Championship that MVP brought and purchased. He brought that championship. MVP was just stunning, perpetrating. But why was just MVP was stunning, perpetrating, but like, how that go? Speaking of that, Shayna Baszler, you know Shayna Baszler, former NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler. When Shayna Baszler returned to Shayna Baszler looked for some competition. She found some Raw Underground. She went to the Underground and decided to put her stops. And Shayna Baszler, she is a cage fighter. So she, know how that go. But we'll see. Shayna ain't. Yeah, a Raw Underground. Woo. So Apollo Crews went against Shelton Benjamin, and he lost against Shelton Benjamin. It was making Shelton Benjamin look good. Coming back from when he was not doing so well, and it kind of like helped Shelton out for not being a mouthpiece, and kind of build Shelton's mystique. If you ask me. Okay. Also, Peyton Royce was in action. She went against Liv Morgan. Peyton Royce went against Liv Morgan. Peyton Royce won against Liv Morgan with her friend Billy Kay, and Liv Morgan had her new renowned friend Ruby Riott. But a lot of people saying that Miss McMahon has his eye on Peyton Royce as a single star. But can Peyton Royce break out the Iconics? They had a teaser. I guess they didn't want to break them up yet. So who knows? We'll see. Also, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka was in action. Asuka looking to get her championship back after she lost it to Sasha Banks as last week on Raw, where Asuka had to make a choice. And Asuka lost the women's championship to Sasha Banks due to Kairi Singh at who Bailey attacked Kairi Singh, left her laying. So Asuka gets a women's championship match at SummerSlam by defeating Bailey 1-on-1. So look for that to happen. Asuka versus Sasha Banks 1-on-1 at SummerSlam. Also, Retribution, the team that we don't know, these unknowns. A lot of people saying they are disgruntled former workers of WWE could, come back and cause ruckus, cause mayhem. You know how that goes. So we'll see. And then I think what they was doing was they was doing a lot. They was trying to they broke into they tried to use glass, but that didn't was they broke into the building, but they never went into the building. And then they called it ruckus, which I think what they did on SmackDown was more effective than they did on Raw. Come in the ring, attacking fans and scaring off the guards, scaring off the cameramen. It's like a version, deja vu of the next. And then ripping down using the chainsaw to rip down the ring ropes and using spray paint like NWO style. So we'll see on what Retribution will do on SmackDown this week. Also, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, the Viking Raiders beat the Ninjas again. No, again. Well, I guess in a huge man tag match, what can you do? But the moral of the story was R-Truth beat the Ninjas leader. What's his name? The Ninjas leader. What's his name? I forgot his name. What's his name? Akira Tozawa. And they beat him. R-Truth now 38-time champion as 24/7 champion. Wow. And let's see, did we miss anything else? Did we miss anything? No, we did. And we on top. All right. And finally, the main event of Monday Night Raw was Randy Orton. Randy Orton, Mr. RKO, the legend killer himself, decided to do his bidding for the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and decided to do the bidding for Nick Flair. He took on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Good, highly competitive match over Kevin Owens again. How'd that go? But the end of the story was the moral of that story was Randy Orton told Nature Boy Ric Flair that he's a spotlight junkie and he loves being in the spotlight. Randy Orton did the ultimate thing once again. him and Flair was trying to argue back, but Flair was trying to get his point across, saying he want Randy Orton to beat his record, not John Cena's record, but his record. But Randy Orton decided to low blow the Nature Boy and took Ric Flair out of his misery, and that was it. He punk kicked Ric Flair out of WWE again. Ric Flair out of the WWE again, out of the storyline. But Ric Flair, this is the second time within a couple of years. But Ric Flair also talked about him almost in coming away from death and stuff, not being the same, and tell everybody that he loves stuff. So Ric Flair, Ric Flair, this is his last Raw. I think he's done with the storyline. So Ric Flair done. Randy Orton kicked him out. WWE again. Drew McIntyre came out there and told Randy Orton he's a sick SOB for doing what he did. Randy Orton didn't care. Randy Orton looking for send a message. Doing the Christian, Big Show, and now Ric Flair. So Randy Orton looking to become WWE champion by any means necessary. All right, that ends the Raw Ring Report. Let's get to a quick rundown of hot topics. All right, hot topics this week. We have lost a living legend. The living legend was James Harris, better known as Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Kamala has passed away at the age of 70. Kamala was a man who did supernatural stuff, things that you never believe. He started in Memphis with Jerry King Lawler. Jerry King Lawler made the famous pay and stuff, world class. Many of you may remember him from WCW and WWE. I remember him from WWE. He came out there with the Ugandan giant. Kim has him as Kenji and stuff. So Kamala died from diabetes. Some say he died from with the COVID. So we send our condolences to Kamala at this time. Also, Darby Allin and Priscilla Kelly are getting a divorce. Priscilla Kelly named on her Instagram that her and Darby Allin are no longer together. They were married since 2018. Now they decided to get a divorce. So I guess Darby's getting his newfound fame. Priscilla not. So hey. Also, there's been stories about Austin Theory may be heading out the door at WWE, or he's suspended, but there's an unclear timeline on when Austin Theory is going to return. But it's going to be whenever, however it comes out impossible. Austin Theory, one of the rising stars. He was in Selena Vega's group with Andrade and Angel. Now he moved on to Seth Rollins' group, and now they just don't know what to do with him. I hope a talent like that don't get wasted past wayside like that. No, he's like a Randy Orton or John Cena. He's like the star tomorrow, but you never know how these go. All right, that's for hot topics this week. This week on the Pro Wrestling Show Show, we're gonna do the AEW Ring Report and NXT Ring Report. Now next Saturday it's gonna be different. It's gonna be only NXT because AEW is gonna be on Saturday. So we might figure that in with SummerSlam, predict the outcome show for the Ring Report, just to give a 1-2 punch, and then that therefore after it'll be that Saturday after show. So we got a lot of wrestling stuff to do. But thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show, where I talked about not predict the outcome, but the after show for Monday Night Raw and the latest headline news of pro wrestling topics. I've been your host, Kid Dick, says so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition. We'll see you this Wednesday, but this week, another edition. See you later.